possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Davis Plumbing is a locally owned company specializing in a wide range of plumbing services for both commercial and residential customers. Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and has a team of experienced plumbers ready to help you with any project, big or small. Customer satisfaction and peace of mind is their number one priority. So for any commercial or residential project, give Davis Plumbing a call today at 402-525-6922. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more, plus porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
This is area race announcer James Rowland. Join me and Bree Fansteel every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket for the Finish Line, where we cover all things motorsports from local racing to racing around the world. Every Sunday night from 7 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome into the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post. Here are your hosts, Executive Director John Goodwin and Athletic Director Michael Hunter. The Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. There we go.
There we go.
Jump the gun on me over there. I wasn't even close to being ready.
We were so ready to go get on this air, man. We didn't know what to do.
Yeah. We back.
Malone Radio Show, 93.7 The Ticket. For those who don't know, driving on O Street.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah.
We know how we're going to go ahead and get this started. There's a couple of things we want to do because you know what we got tonight. We got a special guest tonight. Guest. Man.
Yeah.
You'll know him when you get to talking.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we might need to play some music so he can get his
get his happy on.
Dog. What?
You ain't know.
Oh, Malone Radio Show. Our vision is to create unity and prosperity throughout Lincoln while honoring our African American heritage. And the mission is to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln.
How do we do it?
We do it with the holistic.
Y'all throw it off.
Holistic programs that we have to offer.
Yeah.
Listen, those who don't know, we are getting ready to get started with this new build. So we want to thank St. Clair Hilly and Sampson for getting going with this. And we are excited about this new building. Very excited.
We ready for it.
Now, without further ado, you know what? We're going to have, I want Mike to introduce this guest tonight, Harrison. Harrison, we good on your end? You had a good week?
Yeah.
We just making sure. We're
good. Tula's here too, so we got everybody in.
Man,
hey, big shout out to Mama Tula. You know it was coming.
Mama.
Big shout out to Mama Tula. You know it was
Mama
coming.
Tula in the house.
Yeah, big sister
all
Sean.
the way from Chicago.
Yeah, I know they tuning in.
Faithful listeners.
Yeah.
I have to remind her though, but faithful listeners.
Hey, she gonna jump on.
9 o'clock, right? Yeah, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Wait. Oh man. Mike, who do we got tonight as the guest?
You already know we got a special guest on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? On the microphone waves. You know what I mean? In the red corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the red corner, we got the one and only, Mr. Ricky C. Simmons.
What's happening? The Ricky.
Yeah, y'all ain't got the wrong night.
Not the wrong night.
He got his own Sunday night Get Your Happy On show. So y'all all right. Y'all got the right night.
That's right.
Yeah, they got the right night.
I ain't working tonight. I'm in the way tonight.
You in traffic?
Yeah, I'm in traffic.
You in traffic tonight?
Yeah, I'm making moves tonight.
Man, so we got my big brother Rick in the house tonight. So we gonna, if y'all don't know, we gonna allow Rick to tell us what he do, how he do it, when he do it, and what comes after when he do it.
And when his story, phenomenal story that if you have not heard on his show or have not heard him speak publicly,
it's a must.
It's definitely a must. So please check out Ricky Sim. He gonna give all his info. Ricky, how you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great. I just want to say thank both of y'all for the opportunity. Appreciate Harrison for being here as well. So be honest with you, man. I'm excited, because I've had the privilege of having both of y'all on my show. So I think it's only fair that I repay.
Yeah.
I repay what y'all have done for me. I'm just paying it full. So.
And you hate older people.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You don't like
See, this is one disadvantage I got tonight. Michael Hunter knows me better than most. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff I'm gonna say tonight, he done heard 15,000 times. I repeat myself on purpose. I really do not have Alzheimer's. I do have some timers, but not all timers. Some timers I can remember, and sometimes I can't. But I say it enough of the same things over and over, so that
can't say they didn't know.
If you do, then my feet gonna start moving. Because I ain't trying to hear that. I mean,
my feet go start moving.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give you 50 feet.
Yeah, or strike up a new conversation.
Yeah, matter of fact,
get something to eat.
Yeah, man, if you're hungry. Yeah, there you go, right there. Man, if you're hungry. We ain't finna do that. I'm finna insult my intelligence like that. I know I repeat myself, so yeah, certain things you can't do.
Yeah. So Rick, tell us, man, when for those who don't know, when did you first come to Lincoln?
I came to Lincoln in actually 1979 as a freshman. Some tall redhead dude showed up in my house named Tom Osborne. And he was, now that I mean, this is after the fact, but I didn't know just how smart he was until after I was done playing for him. But he never came and recruited me. He came and recruited my parents. You know,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
definitely smart.
Yeah, he came and talked to my mother and father. He didn't talk to me at all. On the other hand, the school I wanted to go to was Oklahoma, and Barry Swiss was at the house, and he was talking to me. So I was sooner bound until my dad stood up and pulled his pants up to about his chest. Said, we made our mind up. And I'm like, nah, Dad, I'm going to Oklahoma. He said, we made our mind up. I said, we? And he started walking toward me with his fist balled up, so I made a business decision. So I bagged it up. And when I couldn't go back any further, I was like, took all the bass out of my voice. I was like, Dad, where are we going? We going to Nebraska. Said, go Big Red. That's how it happened. So I became a Husker that quick. And it was actually a good experience for me. I have no bad things to say about Nebraska football at all, because it turned out to be the best decision that I never made. So and my story kind of reflects that, because over the years, you know, things have happened, and Coach Osborne has, to this very day, still by my side and still backing what I do.
You know, a lot of players that have come through Nebraska that Coach Osborne has coached says the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter from when did he start? When did he start coaching? Was it 70?
I think he started, the Vanny hired him, so he had to start assistant coaching in the early 70s. And then he took over the head coaching, I want to say around 75, somewhere in there.
So 75, as head coach, 75 to 97?
73 to 97.
73.
I'm not exactly sure when he officially started coaching, though.
Yeah, he started coaching as an assistant under Bob Devaney. And then after that, Devaney recommended him when he stepped down to be the head coach.
Living legend.
Legend.
Yeah. Good man, too, man, because
he's still sharp as a tack.
Oh, yeah. You know, he won't let you help him with nothing either, because I called for the last 15 years. I've called him once a week, or either stop by and visit him. So a couple of times I knew he had things on his schedule, and I would call and say, hey, Coach, you need me to drive you to something? And he was very gracious. He was like, well, thank you, Ricky, but no, I'm fine. I can drive myself. I was like, all right, Coach, thought I'd offer, you know. Yeah, very independent man, and I respect him, you know, because like I said, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but I'm gonna say it like this. I have a lot of respect for him because of what he did for me personally.
Right.
You know, not only what he's done as an individual and as a coach, and you know, as a mentor to so many people. I mean, this man done some things, and still, you know, to this day is still doing things on my behalf that he don't have to do.
Right.
You know, and that's why you always hear me say, I think that's the best decision I've ever made. I come to Nebraska. I don't know if Barry Switzer would have stood by me the way Coach Osborne did. You know, I'll never know that. But me and Barry are still friends to this day. But Coach Osborne, man, to me, there's not a lot of people you can talk about from my football days that'll get a rise out of me.
Right.
But you say something bad about him, dude, my feet gonna start moving. Because I don't want to hear that. You know, I know different. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not asking anyone to love him. I'm just saying I know what he did for me personally.
Right. So we can stay right there on that topic on Coach. When y'all play Miami in the Orange Bowl, Coach decided to go for two. Oh no, I'm gonna take that back. Y'all decided to go for 2.
Pretty much, yeah.
Coach asked. Coach
yeah,
asked
well, basically,
y'all didn't go down there to tie.
Yeah, well, look at it from this perspective. And this is just for the people that don't follow sports or don't know the history. In 1983, we were the number 1 team in the nation from the first game to the 12th game. We went undefeated. We took everybody's best shot. We went back to Miami for our 3rd straight Orange Bowl, and we were playing the University of Miami on their home field. We started off slow, but after we realized that they were serious, we got serious.
Right.
And we fought back because we was behind a lot of that game, but we fought back. And at the end of the game, with like a minute left, we had a choice. We scored. We kicked this extra point. They did not have overtime at that point, so we would have tied and been national champions.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we ain't went 12-0, number 1 for 12 straight weeks to tie nobody. That didn't even. I mean, it took Coach Osborne like 2 seconds. After he looked at everybody's face, he's like, "We're going for it." We was like, "Bet," but we missed it. So I did lose my national championship by 1 point, 31-30. I remember it very, very clearly, but I still stand by that decision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to wonder, man, we had kicked that extra point and tied, we'd still be national champions. I wonder if we could have just beat them.
Right.
I don't have that. I'm very confident, and I'm very proud of the fact that we had the courage to go for it. And a lot of people disagree with it, because they're looking at, man, you have been a national champion. Well, that sounds good in theory, and I understand that's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, when you put the whole season in context, you got to understand, man, it's bigger than just this extra point.
Right.
And sometimes people, when you don't play the game and you're not
got
in
a whole lot of stuff to say.
There's a whole lot of stuff to say. But if you actually played it, y'all actually went through the season.
Yeah.
And so it's a different mentality. That's a different feel than just sitting there watching it as a fan saying, man, they should have went for it.
Yeah, well, everybody good with hindsight.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know a whole bunch of people that can tell you what you should have did after the fact. I get it. And I'm not even knocking them.
Right.
But that's their choice. But I ain't trying to hear that. We did what we did. I will say this, though. I'll put our team up against just about any team that ever plays the game on that level. The whole time I was at Nebraska, I don't know the actual numbers, but my last 2 seasons in particular, I think we lost 1 game each year. I was like 22-2 or something, or 23.
Right.
So I stayed in the top 5.
Yeah.
So I don't have nothing to hold my head down about. And I think to this very day is why I don't judge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't need to bash Nebraska football for anything.
Right.
Even when they was having their years that weren't so successful and they weren't going to bowl games. Well, I went to 5 straight bowl games. So I don't need to prove nothing to nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not wishing the young guys now, they're like my little brothers. I want them to be successful as well. But, a lot of people hang their hat on their playing days. And I'm not that guy.
Yeah. A lot of shows do.
Well, you got to understand, I got a show called the Get Your Happy On Hour. What does that say about?
Right.
So, and what's that about? Okay, so we since you brought that up,
yes, sir.
Get Your Happy On Hour.
Yeah.
For those who don't follow him on Facebook, listen, if you are ever having a rough day, matter of fact, if you're having a good day, regardless of what day that is, if you click on to Ricky Simmons and listen to, and he has that same dance, and it doesn't matter. I know it's coming, but I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing. Tell us about the happy hour.
The Get Your Happy On Hour show was I'll give the owner Derek Pearson credit because when he first approached me about doing this show, I wasn't real big on doing a radio show because I was already okay with what I was doing, on social media. But it was a misunderstanding. I was under the impression he wanted me to come and talk sports. And that's where the disconnect was. I mean, you got, no offense, but you got very good guys speaking about sports Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could add nothing to what they're saying.
Right.
So I didn't have an interest in talking about sports. But he approached me again, and it was like, no, you can name the show what you want. You can have your own topics and your own content. Now you got my attention.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I named the show the Get Your Happy On Hour. And the whole basis behind that is I tell feel-good stories most of the time, but most of the time I tell you the train wreck and the positive ending, because society has done such a wonderful job of covering negativity.
Man,
I just want to fight that fight the best I can with positivity. I want to give positive the same energy that society gives negativity. So getting your happy on, and like John was saying about me dancing and stuff, man, I know I can't dance, but like he said, you're laughing.
Right.
And if I can make you laugh for 2 or 3 seconds, mission accomplished. That's 2 or 3 seconds you ain't stressing about something. So to Get You Happy On Hour is basically based on telling stories of everyday people that's had some adversity in their life, but they have somehow found a way to fight their way through it to a positive vibe. And that's the gist of the show.
When does that show air? When did you
It's
do
every
the show?
Sunday night from 8 to 9 on this very station. Actually, I was just thinking about this. Today is my 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, I was just about to say, ain't today a big day for you?
Yeah, I've been with 93.7 Ticket for 2 years as of today. So this Sunday night show coming up, I think it won't be a guest. It'll just probably be me and Bob. And I'm throwing Ricky up under the bus again.
Man.
I stay up under the bus. But that's okay. I want everybody to understand something too. I'm honored to be on the show tonight with the Malone Center, because that's another thing about me that people don't know. I'm a loner that knows a lot of people, but I don't be nowhere I don't want to be. And I like what Malone Center stands for. Or I can promise you I would be asleep right now.
Right.
I'm not that nice.
Right.
I was, I can go to sleep. Well, Michael Hunter knows I can go to sleep at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, and be okay with it.
And be fine with it. Not a problem.
And be okay with it.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I know we're going to get ready to go to break here for a sec, but your 2-year anniversary, this is my request. Before we hit break, I need you to give the people what you give us all the time on social media and on your show. When you get your happy on and do the pause and do that thing, that's before we go to break. We about to go to break, but Ricky, can you hook this up with
Can I get a little music with that, man, or what? I mean, that every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise, and no matter what, you gotta get your happy on.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th. Paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. October is pork month, so now through October 6th, enjoy bone-in pork shoulder for $1.88 per pound. Fairway's hickory smoked bacon 16-ounce packs for $4.99, thick-cut bone-in chops for $1.99 per pound, and a half-hog bundle all month for $199. Call 402-486-6611 for a custom cut and wrap. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
On game day, every play counts. Now imagine having the same level of control in your field. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Real-time play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with simplified irrigation technology from Valley, improving your life both on and off the field. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Question for you. Would you rather pay $150 a month or $15 a month to work out with the same high-quality gym equipment? At Planet Fitness, you can get top-tier equipment for $15 a month. Plus, save $28 or more when you join now during our Strong Choice sale. Our weights weigh the same, you just don't pay the same. Enjoy free fitness training and 24-hour access at most clubs, all in the judgment-free zone. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 10th. See club for details.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
Tailored Life is your headquarters for all things fall in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, mums, and more, plus porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
When your home fills up with family, Allo Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Allo Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxing on Saturday, October 5th with Roughnecks at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 8 bouts are scheduled for the night, including the main event of Dwayne Johnson and Jack Lawless Frericks in the Professional Middleweight Championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Hi, this is Jay Foreman. Join me, Old School, live from Cornhusker Bank at 83rd and O Street this Friday for their Customer Appreciation Tailgate Party from 4 to 6 p.m. Larry the Cable Guy will join us during the show, and there's free food and refreshments. That is this Friday from 4 to 6 at Cornhusker Bank, 83rd and O Street.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Old School with VP and J.
Scamper, to run with quick, light steps, especially through fear or excitement.
To escape fear or excitement?
Running through fear or excitement.
So,
right? Because
so everything Kyler Murray does looks like a scamper.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a little kid who just stole his mom's purse.
Yeah.
And is trying to avoid.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike always come in like that. I'm waiting on a verse.
Yeah,
at least a bar.
I might give you one.
He'd be like,
we coming in with it. Man, boy, I'm trying to tell you.
It was the Malone Radio Show with Mike Hutter.
He wanting to sign me in a minute. Boy.
Mike Hutter, our special guest.
What's up with
man?
Ricky Simmons.
We back. So Rick, I mean, you know, we touched on a little bit about your playing days and things like that, but a lot of people don't know that you are also an author.
Correct. Yes, I have 2 books that are available on Amazon or Barnes and Noble, wherever you choose to go and look for them. One of my first book is called 365 Days of Redemption, trying to win the game of personal forgiveness in life. Second one is 365 Days of Redemption. And I got to give a great shout out to one of y'all frat brothers, Chris Johnson, man, because without him, those books probably wouldn't have happened. So big shout out to Chris Johnson, man. I got love for you, and I appreciate everything that you've done on my behalf. Any other questions y'all got for me?
Yeah. You say the first book is 300 Days of Redemption.
Explosion
of Redemption.
Yes.
Why would you title that those your 2 books that way? And what does redemption mean to you?
Okay, that's a good question. The Explosion of Redemption is when I share some of this stuff that I'm about to share with you guys here in a little bit. A lot of people that go through the things in life that I chose to put myself through, they don't come back. A lot of the friends that I did the things I did with, they're dead. So, I'm a spiritual guy today. I'm not a pastor.
Right.
I'm a speaker. It's a difference. I don't think people understand the power of redemption because, like I say, we live in a takedown society. That's my personal opinion.
Right.
We strive on negativity. But I named those because I want to give redemption some credit too, because a lot of people don't want to. And when you make a mistake, we all got something to say.
Right.
You're doing something good, we get amnesia or we get blind and we can't see it. We don't want to talk about it.
Right.
So that's why I did that. The first book is Explosion of Redemption. Basically, is a book about my life. I had to give credit to my parents, who are both in heaven, because they had this thing called unconditional love, and no matter what I did or went through, my dad in particular was very frustrated with me, but he never said you weren't welcome. And then the 365 Days of Redemption book was basically like a journal style book. Like day one is, let's say tomorrow. Day one, you read a positive quote and there's lines left under it for you to write down whatever you're going through that day. The day after that's day 2, you write, read a positive quote. That's how you start your day. Read a positive quote, write down what you're dealing with that day. And then here's the thing that's really, really tough about it is it goes all the way for 365 days.
Right.
So, and then after that year, you go back to day 1 and you compare where you were then to where you are now.
Man. So I heard you earlier, you said that you contact Coach Osborne once a week because of, what he's done for you in your life or whatever the case may be. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like what is it that Coach Osborne has done for you to make you feel that you need to repay that favor for the last 15 years?
That's a great question. I hope y'all are ready. I'm about ready to throw Ricky under the bus right now. I told y'all I played a little ball in my day. I'm a genius, and a lot of people don't know that. I don't know if they ever told y'all about me, but I'm so smart. I figured out how to go from the NFL to prison 4 times, and I went to 10 drug treatment centers, and I graduated 9 of them. The 4th time I was in prison, I received a letter, and after I got past the embarrassment, the letter was only a paragraph. It said, "Dear Ricky, I know your parents believed in you. I believe in you. And upon your release, if there's anything I can do to help you, feel free to contact me." And it was signed Tom Osborne. Now, keep in mind, I hadn't talked to this man for 20 years. And somehow he figured out he found out I was in prison and wrote me that paragraph. Now, to this very day, he'll play it off like, well, Ricky, it was just a letter. I didn't think it meant that much, but he don't understand where I was mentally. I was never suicidal. I was more homicidal. And in a prison environment, for those that have never been to prison, it's just not, it's not a place to be. And I was there, and I had been so many times, and I was almost comfortable with it. There was a lot of stuff that came with being an inmate that I had grown numb to, whether it be fighting, whether it be whatever I need to do. I mean, I'm not good with a gun, so I've never been that guy, but I've always been very confident with my hands.
Right.
So I could protect myself. And when he wrote that letter, it was the day that I was going to do something that was going to keep me in prison forever. I was going to kill a guard. He was picking on me for 6 months every day. "What's up, inmate Simmons, former Husky superstar?" Man, going on, man. I'm doing my time, man. Leave me alone. Just kept picking on me. Well, the day that he brought that letter, it's kind of off topic here, but I was playing chess with my chess partner who had been beating me for 6 months. I ain't won a game. And I actually
sound like our chess game.
Yeah. But I messed around and won a game. I don't know if he just got tired of beating me or whatever, but anyhow, when I won the game, you'd have thought I made parole. I was excited, or hit the lottery or something. Yes, I knew I was gonna get you, dude. And he's like, "Yeah, you won." I'm like, "Man, where you from?" He said, "I'm from Omaha." I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Texas, but I live in Lincoln, man. When I get out and you get out, drive down to Omaha with my chessboard, and I'm gonna beat you again." He said, "That will never happen." I said, "I'll tell you what, you being smart, huh? Set the pieces up, I'll beat you again." So I'm gonna go to my cell and get some coffee. I'll be right back. Well, when I get to my cell, my cellmate's in there, and he's like, "Yo, man, you know that dude you played chess with? You know why he's here?" I'm like, "Man, I don't care why he's here. I ain't doing his time. I'm doing my time." And he threw the Omaha World Herald at me and ran out the cell. And I'm sitting there reading. I see a picture of my chess partner. Basically, he says he was doing cocaine one night with a female, and they ran out of dope. And he gave her some money to go get some more. She didn't come back. Well, the next day when he sobered up, he saw the lady and her teenage daughter walking down the sidewalk in Omaha. And he walked up behind them and poured gasoline on both of them, set them on fire, killed them both. He's doing double life plus 300 years. That's what he meant by I would never beat him in Omaha. He's going to die there. I'm still communicating with him now. But anyway, that's when that guard came. "What's up, inmate Simmons, former Husky superstar?" "Man, I just got this bad news about my chess partner. Here you come with, man, today's your day. I'm going to just go on and do something so I'll be here with my chess partner forever."
Yeah.
And he had that letter. I guess he saw the look in my eyes and like threw the letter on the floor and took off. Well, normally I would have went after him.
Right.
But first of all, I ain't getting no mail. So the letter ain't for me.
Right.
I ain't getting no visit. So why do I care about a letter on the floor? This is where I think my spirituality comes in, because I stopped and picked that letter up to put it on my celly's bunk because he was getting a lot of mail. But from the floor to his bunk, I glanced at it, saw a red N in the corner, and it said Nebraska Athletic Department. And I opened it up and read it, that paragraph. And right after I read that paragraph, I fell on my knees and I turned my life over to Christ. Like I said, I'm a spiritual man. I'm not a pastor. I'm a speaker. But ever since then, another 6 months or so, I was free. So I went in Nebraska. At the time, Coach Osborne was still the AD at Nebraska. So I went to his office, long walk, and I thanked him. And he was like, well, what can I do for you? I said, I just need you to put your name behind me because I have no credibility. He said, well, what are you thinking? And so I told him what I had came up with. He says, I really like that. He says, you go out and do what you need to do. And if anybody asks you if you got a reference, you just tell them I'm your reference and give them my number. I said, well, I'll give them your secretary number. I'm not giving them your cell number. And he was like, okay, it's fair enough, Ricky. So 15 years later, I've been clean and sober 15 years. I travel all over the country speaking to youth and adults in treatment centers, high schools, prisons, churches. Actually, I'm so dedicated to Coach Osborne, and the reason why I go see him once a week is because this man wrote a paragraph that basically saved my life. And no one can really understand how that affected me because at the time he wrote it, the only two people that would have written me something to encourage me was my parents, and they both were in heaven. So I knew. Now, like I said, he'll downplay it, but for the first 5 years, I always tell this story too, the first 5 years that I would go see him, sometimes in Nebraska, the snow get kind of high. So I would have to get out there and shovel. I got a double garage. I got to shovel this driveway off to go see this man for 2 minutes, just out of respect for accountability. But I can honestly say God has blessed me over the last 10 years. I've done a little better. I now own a snowblower. So it makes it a little easier.
Make it a little easier.
Make it a little easier.
But bottom line is, man, it's called accountability. And I'm still accountable, and I don't take 15 years clean and sober. I don't take that as no badge of honor. That's just how far I've made it to this point.
Right.
But I still live one day at a time.
Right.
And I don't take anything for granted. I'm a very humble man, and I'm very grateful for everything.
We still good?
Yeah, we got like about 5 minutes yet.
Because the one question that I have, that's a remarkable story. And during the break, you were talking about how you played that last play. That last play to this day.
Yeah.
Some of those people that you did drugs or whatever with is no longer here.
Right.
Can you give us just talk about a little bit about that?
Yeah. In 1983 was the year I was telling y'all about. We went 12-0. Well, the Orange Bowl is always after New Year's, so it was the 84 Orange Bowl. The last play that I carried into the 1984 Orange Bowl, and before I say this, I need you to understand, I'm going to prove to y'all that in my life, I can't speak for no one else, but in my life, God is real, and he performed a miracle in my life. Keep in mind, when you do cocaine, the way I was doing it, I did cocaine for 25 years. I had the first 5 years of cocaine use, I had $1,000 a day habit. Technically, according to society standards, my brain should be fried. I shouldn't be able to remember who I am, let alone what I'm about to share with you. But this is the part where I give God credit. The last play I carried into the 1984 Orange Bowl, I'm going to say it first time the way I got it. I mean, so y'all can understand it. Then the second time, I'm going to say it the way I got it in the actual game. The play is Ricky, tell Turner, I right, 51 fake, wing back reverse left, wing back motion, I back flat protect, and Ricky, if the monster fires, check 49 pitch. Get in there. Y'all got it? Okay, this is how I got it. Come on, coach. We got like 20 seconds. Come on, coach. He's walking me out on the field with his hand on my shoulder. He says, Ricky, tell Turner. I said, all right, 51 fake, wing back reverse left, wing back motion, I back flat protect. If the monster fires, check 49 pitch. Get in there! So I get to the huddle. And I'm sitting there, and we're national championship game. I said, man, he said, I right 51 fake, wingback reverse left, wingback motion, I back flat protect. And he said, if the monster fires, to check the 49 pitch. And I got in the huddle right next to one of my closest friends from my playing days is Mr. Mike Rozier. And Mike looked at me. This dude is always he's a comedian. He's always comical. He looks at me. I'm like, we got 10 seconds to run this play. He goes, yo, man, how do you remember all of that stuff? I'm like, dude, we got like 10 seconds to run this play. Can we talk about this later? Oh, okay. So what I'm saying is I know the miracle that has been performed in my life. I've got friends that has done way less than me. They don't have their mental abilities. They don't have their physical abilities, I'm blessed to go all over the country and speak. Matter of fact, big shout out to Falls City. I think I'll be there next a week from today, actually, next Wednesday. So, I love what I do. I travel the country speaking, and I do this because I love what I do. But here's the deal. Please, anybody listening that may be interested in booking me to speak, remember, I am a speaker, not a pastor. I have 4 versions of presentations. I have a G-rated, which is for churches and schools. I have a PG, I have an R, and I have an X. It depends on where my audience is where I go.
Man, listen, from that, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back on the Malone Radio Show, 93.7 The Ticket.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
When you're in the stands and have the ability to control your irrigation in the field, it's a game-changing moment. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Experience real-time, play-by-play action and control that keeps you ahead. Score big with irrigation technology from Valley. It's technology that improves your life and lets you be at the game and in the game. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings & Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $437 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004120, 437 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5,500 dual signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9/30/2024. See dealer for details.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Boyk Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Boyk Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoykFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. This week's 93.7 The Ticket Athlete of the Week is Seward quarterback Trenton Haas. Haas went 14 of 17 through the air for 243 yards with 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the Blue Jays' 41-6 win against Lincoln Northwest. The Ticket's Athlete of the Week is powered by 3 Pillars Performance. Unlock your peak performance with the expert instruction at 3 Pillars Performance in Lincoln and online at 3pillarsperformance.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Old School with DP and J.
Scamper, to run with quick, light steps, especially through fear or excitement.
To escape fear or excitement?
Running through fear or excitement.
So,
right? Because
so everything Kyler Murray does looks like a scamper.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a little kid who just stole his mom's purse.
Yeah.
And is trying to avoid.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches, even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
Now back to the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bad stories. The stories.
Oh, man.
Malone Radio Show 93.7 The Ticket. Is there any comments? Because my mom called me and talking about check the comments. Anything. She probably got about 25 comments on that.
You're close. A little bit on the under on that one. But we got praise God, some emojis. Yeah, she's in there.
Yeah,
appreciate the kind words. I mean, it's just it's all one off. She enjoys the show though, and I think she enjoys Ricky C. Simmons as the guest.
Yeah, Ricky.
I don't want to disrespect Tula. So.
Oh no, Mama Tula, she knows. Mama Tula out there.
Ricky head to Chicago. She gonna
gotta
get Ricky
him out there.
Ricky, if there's anyone out here listening to you, how would they be able to get in contact with you if they're trying to book you to speak somewhere?
Well, Kim Kelly takes care of all of that for me. You can find her on Facebook, or you can send me a message with your information through Facebook, and I will pass it on to her, and she will return the call. But I would just say best way to reach me is I do more Facebook than I do anything. So you can send me a personal message on Facebook with your name, phone number, and where you're interested in me coming, and then I will pass that on to Kim Kelly, and she will get back with you.
Kim be handling that business.
Yeah, she handled that business. She called me today talking about mark off the 9th. I'm like, for what? You're going to Falls City. I'm like, okay. I don't question it. That's her job. That's my business partner. Yeah,
in there.
Yeah. I do that on purpose. I have her as a business partner to handle that because I'm a speaker, and I don't want to offend no one, and I don't want no one to offend me when they start pricing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, you know.
No, you have to find. Look, it's crazy that you say that because the leaders at the Malone, John got us on this book that is crazy because it's like we can't put it down for some. I mean, and so it's about who, not how. So you don't figure out how to do it; you figure out who can do it. So you found your who,
right?
In right. that service, and so, and it's crazy because like as I'm reading it or whatnot, I think of a lot of stuff that, you know, over the years that, you know, me and you been cool family or whatever. I think about all the late nights we didn't.
Oh
know,
yeah.
A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, let me clarify that. Let me clarify that. And this is the Cliff Note version of it. Michael Hunter and myself have spent many hours in my basement, in his driveway, in my driveway, on the front porch, discussing issues. And we're talking about over a decade of this.
Over a decade.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't mean any harm before I say this, but, you know, since we're being real here, a lot of people try to reach me through Michael Hunter and they never have any success because I asked him not to do that. I look at Michael Hunter like a little brother, and this guy has access to things in my life that no one else has. And I appreciate the respect that he gives me because, like I said, I'm a humble guy, but I'm a loner. And I love I'm very comfortable by myself. I spend a lot of time by myself, and I'm okay with that because to me, it's important that I have peace. It's, you know, to me, peace is priceless, and Michael Hunter has earned the respect. Now, like I said earlier, when Michael Hunter asked me to do this show tonight, he know I go to bed around 6 o'clock on the average. First question I asked was, who with you tonight? He said, John. I said, okay. See, that's how I am. I'm a loyal person. I'm loyal to a fault. But if I don't mess with you, I'm not mad at you, but I'm going to give you 50 feet because I'm not trying to play psychic. I'm not trying to read people's minds. I'm not trying to.
Say Cleo didn't give you that number.
No, she didn't give me that number before they locked her up. Yeah, they didn't do that. I was trying to get it though, but they didn't give it to me. So, but no, I love humor. I love to laugh because I think that's very important in life, but I'm not playing.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've been at it, man. We've been at it. We've been doing for years. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep doing it and keep blessing the community, keep blessing each community that we try to come out and touch. So, man, big bruh, greatly appreciate you stopping by tonight.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank y'all for having me.
That's huge.
On your 2-year anniversary.
Thank you, young man.
Sir. Yes,
sir. Appreciate it.
And if you all are listening to the show, please tune in on Sunday. What time?
8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sunday night. And I guarantee you're going to laugh, you're going to think, and you're going to get your happy out.
This is 93.7, the Ticket to Malone Radio Show. See you next week.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket